Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be drawing something I'm pretty sure I can't draw, but I'm gonna try anyways. We are going to draw Banana Man and Wimp together, but slightly differently. Banana Man is going to be just like a headshot, and then Wimp, my little goblin, is going to be basically on his head, laying back. Why? I don't know. I don't care. They would get along together. That's why. Do they ever meet each other? No, they don't. Well, technically they do, but it's not relevant. She's really old when they meet again, and he's really young the first time they meet her. So he doesn't remember her at all. Alright. There we go. There's a pumpkin. He should actually be looking slightly up, so hold on. I know I just drew the circle, but we're going to erase it again. I guess it's not again. I haven't erased it yet. Oh, my hair's everywhere. Of course it is. It's always everywhere. But Banana Man is a little pumpkin man that I have. And we're going to draw him. He's going to be looking slightly up. And then we're going to draw Wimp, basically laying on his head. Like laying over his head, if that makes sense. Now, I said in the beginning, I don't think that I can draw this. Like, when I saw the reference I am using, I was like, that'd be cool, but I don't really think I could get this to look correct. But I decided to try it anyways, because fuck it, right? You're never gonna know if you can actually do it unless you try. And I wasn't trying, so now I am. Anyways, let's try and get this to look correct. Okay, this pumpkin's looking kind of shitty, not gonna lie. It's because I'm trying to draw it weird, but I'm like, I forgot that I was drawing it that way. Hold on. Why is it hard to draw these pumpkins at a large scale? And I mean, like, large in size. Of course I do. I said large scale. What else would I have meant? Maybe large amount, but that's not what that's obviously not what I meant. Yeah, that looks bad too. Let's go ahead and draw a circle and give him eyes, and then we'll just stick with that for now. He doesn't quite need the pumpkin yet anyways. That's not quite important. The more important part is actually Whip, because Banana Man's not really going to be in this much. It's kind of just going to be his pumpkin and a neck. It's literally all I'm going to draw. Maybe it's the not sharp pencil. Maybe I just need to sharpen that pencil. Alright. Draw a circle. There we go. There's a circle. Draw ourselves a line right here for where his face is. Oh, didn't mean to make it that dark. And then another line going across here for the eyes. Then we'll go ahead and add his little circle eye. Might be a little too large. We'll go ahead and add the cracks. Alright. Go ahead and crack it. There we go. Maybe add some spreading. I don't know. Then we'll go ahead and go here and make a triangle. Because this one's a triangle, because jack-o'-lanterns. And that makes sense, because he's a little pumpkin guy. Alright. Which this, triangle eye is actually still relatively new. I haven't drawn him with it a lot yet. But I have I've drawn him with it, just not a lot. Not compared to, he used to have an oval eye. He did have a square eye during one drawing, but I quickly decided, no, I don't like that. He's also had a circle eye, but I just kind of thought, I want the eyes to be different, so. There was nothing really wrong with the circle one, it was just kind of boring. Alright, now what? Let's slightly shade these eyes in, even though we shouldn't, because now these might basically stay on the paper, even if I need to move the eyes in the future. Which is why I shouldn't do it, but I'm going to anyways. Anyways, let's go ahead and add her face. Her being wimp. Alright, honestly, I probably should move it to the side a little bit more, actually. Which sucks, because that was a good circle. And this one's not as good. Alright, go ahead and get rid of that. Get rid of that. There we go, we've got our head, basically. Her head shape. Now we need to also do the same for her. Like, what the hell are they watching out there? You can probably hear that. Alright, we've got this for her eyes. We've gotta do little cylinders for her arms. Alright. Little cylinders. I've actually been practicing drawing, which I'm still not good at it, even though I've been practicing it. I'm just saying I have been practicing. Had to point that out. Because if I don't practice every day, I've got to learn how to do a flip. Said it in a video, so that means that's what's got to happen. Alright, and then there's her body. And here's the Banana Man. Where is his stem? I don't know. That's not important right now. I didn't think about it until right now. But honestly, I was thinking I probably won't add her hat, but I could still add her hat to this. Like, there's no real reason why I can't add her hat right here. Just add a little small version of the hat. Which I keep changing this hat like every single time. Like how it looks, but you know, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Now, go like this. Go like this. And then like that. And there we go. We've got a little hat for her. And that is way too big for her, but I don't care. Now we should give her her little ears. So far, this is turning out better than I thought it was going to. Actually, much better than I thought it was going to. So far, I am quite surprised. But that's fine. Go ahead and just do little sketch ears. Alright, her nose, I don't quite know what to do with, because it is a slightly awkward perspective. But it should be fine. Go ahead and get her eyes in here, which her eyes, she actually has a little bit of eyelashes. Not a lot, just a little bit. Alright. Now there we go. There we go. She's looking awfully bald right now, so we should give her some hair. I should also probably give her an actual arm, but who cares about that, right? She doesn't need an actual arm. Alright. Now, there's one mistake I make quite often when drawing her, and actually just when drawing in general, is I don't section the hair. So oftentimes the hair ends up just looking wrong because I didn't draw it correctly. So I'm going to try to fix that today, but obviously it might not look perfect since I am just starting to try to fix it, but I'm going to do my best. Alright. So I'm not going to try to add a ton of details yet, since this is kind of a little bit of a mess, and I can barely tell what's even going on. But I want to get at least a little bit of definition in here, so it's a little less confusing for myself. Alright. I like this drawing so far. Should we draw her biting him? That would be kind of funny if she was biting him. Just go like this, and then go like this. Yum. She's biting him. I have no idea what I'm doing. But this is quite funny, so. Right. Now we should give her actual hands, or, well, I'm gonna give her gloves. So we'll erase that part. She's wearing a cloak, so I don't have to actually worry about a large amount of, like, any anatomy or anything like that. I don't have to worry about. But her hands, I do still have to worry about a little bit. Lucky for me, her hand is getting covered by her hair here. So that hand is covered, but this one is not. This one is probably grabbing into his eye. Which, this isn't his actual eyes. There's a real human face under here, but she's grabbing, like, into the eye hole. And here, now we need to actually draw the banana man. She's biting right in the, like, crack of the pumpkin. She's not gonna get anywhere doing that. At least bite, like, one of the little bulbed out parts. You could get a little somewhere with that. Although she won't be getting anywhere because of how the pumpkin works, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Alright, basically the short answer is it heals itself, but yeah, I guess that's not really that complicated. If I don't feel like explaining how it actually works. Alright, now go like that. That's definitely not the best. I kind of want to bulb that out a little bit. Go like this. Now, one of these is actually supposed to go through this. No, it was through this eye. But I often just end up using the line I used to center the face for the pumpkin, completely forgetting that I'm not supposed to do that, so. It's whatever. It's not really a big deal. Alright. There we go. There's a little banana man. Now go ahead and give him a neck, which he has quite a long neck. He simply just has a long neck because it just makes sense for him to have one. But go ahead and go like that. I'm trying to make the neck look straight. Alright, there. Alright, now time to erase it and make it look perfect. This looks so stupid. I love it. I should have made his eyes bigger. I still can. But she's grabbing onto his eyes, so I kind of don't want to. Alright. Go ahead and go like this. Now, let's go ahead and grab a mechanical pencil. Alright. Let's go ahead and deal with her hair first. There we go. It's a little bit more detailed, just like I wanted it. So that actually worked out well. Now this actually also is working out quite well. I messed that area up just a little bit, but you know, it's fine. It's not like messed up super bad. There we go. Now if we just add this part of her hair, go like this, curve it in a little bit, curve that out a little bit, go like this, and this will be on this side of the ear, and there will be some more hair that goes around it. That's gonna like come back here. Alright, now let's draw the ear. Go right there. Go ahead and get that line. Made it go down a little bit too far, but hey, it's fine. We're not gonna give her piercings. We might give her piercings. Alright, go like that. Boom. Bam. Shade the little bits of the ear that I feel like I mess up every time, but also I'd rather add it than not add it. Alright. Here we go. I messed that up a little bit this time, but it's fine. There we go. There's her earrings. Now we're going to add her little face, which she's currently nomming on Banana Man. She's going nom. Why is she nomming on him? Who knows? Alright. Whoop. Whoop. She's got a little eyebrow up here that we'll go ahead and add, but you can't really see it. I actually really like this one. It's turning out really well. Alright. Go ahead and go like this. And then go out up here. And like that. Go like this. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with this part, but you know, hey. As long as it looks like something, that's better than nothing. Oops, I messed that up a little bit, but that's fine. Nothing a little bit of eraser can't fix. Alright. Boom. Clear my throat. Then go ahead and add this bit. Alright. There we go. Go ahead and add her hand-ish. Then for this one, we're gonna add the cloak like right here. Kind of going along his face. Alright. Then her hand is reaching into his face, but you can't really tell because I'm such a good artist and I can't see what I'm actually drawing here. Now, we shall add the giant eyeballs of Banana. Alright. Go ahead and crack that. We don't need to add a lot of cracks because, well, in this moment, he would not have a lot of cracks there. Because of a little certain someone nomming on his head. Alright. There we go. I should also shade this in, but not quite as dark because, well, I just want it to stand out. Or I want Banana Man's eyes to stand out a little bit. Alright. There we go. Almost done. Now, I do wish I would have moved the crack a little bit, but it's fine. Now we just need to add the bottom, which I kind of honestly want to move it entirely up to make him smaller, because I feel like at the moment he is too large. Alright, go like this, go like this, put that right there and that one right there. Then we're going to need this one like this. Right there. There we go. Definitely not perfect. I should push this out just a little bit more. Alright. There we go. Alright, yep, definitely not perfect, but honestly, pretty sweet. There we go. Alright, that line's still a little messed up. It's fine. Go ahead and erase that. Go ahead and add his neck back. Let's go ahead and actually erase these bits a little bit more. Clean that up a little bit. Go like this and this. Just get some of the smaller things erased. Alright, we're also going to add her little body right here that you can't even really see, but it's there. Now we add his neck. There we go. This actually turned out so much better than I thought it was going to. I like this drawing. Alright, see you next time.